Good afternoon, one and all present here. This is a beautiful afternoon when we all are gathered here for this unique program that we are going to launch today, that is Online Internship Carnival in the framework of National Mission on Interdisciplinary Cyber Physical Systems, that is NMICPS. And the wonderful thing is that the theme of this Online Internship Carnival is Technovations in the domain of agriculture and water. Before moving further, I would like to welcome everyone here. I would like to welcome Professor Rajiv Ahuja, Director IIT Ropar. I would like to welcome Professor P.K. Raina. I would like to welcome Mr. Tanuj Mittal, Director Customer Process Experience, Abacus India. I would like to welcome Mr. Amit Agarwal, Director Technical ANSYS India. I would like to welcome Dr. Dhruv Chandel, Senior Engineer Education Team, MATLAB India. I would like to welcome Jigar Halani, Director Enterprise Solution Architecture and Engineering Team at Navidya, South Asia. I would like to welcome Mr. Ashwin from COMSOL. Also, I would like to welcome Professor Harpreet Singh, Dean ICSR and II. I would like to welcome Dr. Pushpinder Singh. I would like to welcome Dr. Dheeraj Mahajan. And all the participants who are here today for this launch. Just a brief about this launch today. As I have already said, the theme of the internship will be Technovations in the domain of agriculture and water. The duration of this internship carnival is 8 weeks, which is starting from May 24th to July 19th. Of course, the internship will be given online. Now, without taking much of the time and after welcoming everyone on the stage today, I would like Dr. Pushpinder Pal Singh, I would like and I will request Dr. Pushpinder Pal Singh to please give a welcome address to everyone. Thank you.
Thanks, Jitendra. I hope I'm audible.
Yes.
Yeah. So I really welcome, and half of my work is already done by Jitendra. So I really welcome all of you here. I won't be, let's say, naming each and every one, but wholeheartedly we welcome you to this virtual event, and we would certainly wanted to have you all in person at IIT Ropar, but let's do something which is possible to be done. I remember one quote from the 8th standard book in Sanskrit. It says, Sarvnase samutpanne ardha tajit pandita. That means that if everything is going to finish, we should really take whatever is possible to take. So with this motive and with this thought, we thought of conceptualizing this particular internship, which Jitendra briefly talked about today. But I would like to tell you or share with all of you, maybe some of you are not aware about this initiative of National Mission in Interdisciplinary Cyber Physical Systems. In 2019, Government of India has launched this mission with an initial grant of 3,600 crores to create 25 technology innovation hubs in the country, with the mandate that hubs will mainly concentrate on technology development and a very little on knowledge generation. We applied for an iHub with a specific focus on cyber physical systems and agriculture, considering the fact that agriculture today is what IT used to be 20 years ago. Out of 37 groups which were shortlisted for final presentation after 3 rounds of review, we were the only institute in the country which had been awarded the Technology Innovation Hub in the domain of agri-tech. Some of the unique features of this project are the time-bound and predefined deliverables, with a big, which is a big responsibility to fulfill in next 5 years of time. For example, one of the deliverables is that we have to develop 25 technology products and 35 technologies, other than many other deliverables. In last 5 months, I would like to put on record and would like to share with all of you, we have been creating resources to operate and support research and development for different domains. We have 6 technology domains in the hub, which are being headed by 6 individuals, and we have chosen 13 technology verticals for this hub. And the technology verticals are environment, forest and climate change, fisheries, food processing industry, rural development, land resources, skill development, textiles, electronics and information technology, fertilizers, food and public distribution, atomic energy, NITI Aayog and earth sciences. Each domain is coordinated, as I said, by an individual and scientist from IIT Ropar. At present, more than 60 people are working for the hub on different aspects. Okay, and for the particular internship carnival, I would like to share with you that we have gone to agriculture universities in the country and extensively connected with farmer produce organizations and farmers to review some of the real life problems, not the lab like problems. We have identified 60 such issues which we wish to attack in systematic manner. In this internship carnival, we have chosen 10 of these issues which are very, frontline issues for the farmers in the country. My colleague, Dr. Dheeraj Mahajan, who is also local head for CDCRC at IIT Ropar, who is coordinating this event, he will talk more about the carnival. And I once again welcome all of you to this event of the launch of online internship carnival that we are going to witness in time to come. So I over it to Dr. Dheeraj Mahajan.
Yeah, thank you everyone, and welcome to this launch event. And here I just want to give you quickly an introduction to what all we are going to do in this internship program. So I hope it is visible to all the screen. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So in this online carnival, actually the idea came, I believe, around 30 days back, when we realized that the students are right now sitting at home from the last one year without even having the possibility of going to industry for internship, and then these are the lot that is going to go into our workforce in years to come. So this is where we realized that maybe we can do a very nice event, online internship, where student can get linked with our where they can work on agriculture and water related issues that IIT Ropar has already been assigned to work on by Government of India. So and then looking at the support that we always get from industry, so we discussed that we can approach the companies like all the respected companies that are sitting with us today. So we approach them and they readily agree with this idea that they want to collaborate with us on this particular theme. So these are some details that I wanted. So welcome, sir, Professor Ahuja, welcome to this online event. And then so this is our minute-to-minute agenda for today's event. So after me, we will invite our industry partners to speak about the kind of contribution they are going to do for this particular carnival. And then later on, Professor Harpreet will speak about our institute as such, and then Professor Ahuja will launch the carnival, and then closing remark will be given by Professor Ryan. Okay, so the duration of internship is 8 weeks. We are going to start it from May 24th till July 19th. And the mode of internship is going to be online. And eligibility, we are keeping all the students right from second, third, and fourth year. Fourth year also, like they have just completed the degree, and the 2 months they are going to be at home. So this is a good opportunity to get a taste of programs related to agriculture and water, where they can be part of the team and even guide the junior students who will be part of the team possibly. And then the desired expertise that we are looking for is system level modeling using MATLAB, Simulink, or other softwares like CAD, CAE modeling using CATIA, and ANSYS. There are plenty of things, and also Microsoft Office suite. And then selection process is going to be, we kept it very, very open selection process. Like we want to get portfolio of project executed by these students in any coursework or any earlier internship or out of out of their interest. So that portfolio is a document where they put pictures and what they have done, all that. And we are also inviting a 3-minute video story about how they want to execute a particular project and their relevant experience in that particular field. And then we are also going to invite a recommendation letter, which we will gather after the deadline. And then, yeah, so we are starting, the call of application is 6th May and deadline is 16th May. And then there are 100 internship available. And there are 10 projects in which these students will be working. And then 20 teams will be there. And 10 projects are there, 20 teams will be there. So each team will be 5 members. It's going to be interdisciplinary, like there will be 2 computer science students, 1 mechanical, 1 electrical, 1 chemical, because of the kind of projects that we have thought about that students can work. So each student will be getting 10,000 rupees for the entire duration. And then the award winning team. So we are going to announce 10 teams. So what we are doing for each project, we are competing 2 teams for a single project. And then based on the result, based on the output, we are going to announce 10 winning teams. And then one team one team will be selected among the 2 teams who will be working on a single project. And then this is the timeline of the event. In the first week, with the help of all our industry partners, we are going to give an extensive overview to these students using online tutorial from the companies, how to do things at an industrial scale. Like we are going to run a workshop on design thinking, advanced CAD practices, CFD, finite element analysis, advanced topics in system level modeling, life cycle analysis, project management, even patent search, then simulations related to manufacturing and techno-economical analysis. So in the first week, we are going to train them on the possible tools that they can use when they start working on the project. And the second week will be like a detailed problem statement will be given to these teams. And then they are going to do brainstorming session. They are going to do the patent search and do the literature review, and to focus on one particular idea where they think that they are hitting a unique thing because of the patent search and all. And then from 3rd to 8th week, they are focused on developing the idea into a simulation based design on a computer computational framework in that sense. And then and during this internship, they will be mentored by volunteers from industry and academia for regular intellectual support and guidance. Okay, so that this is an interesting part, that the evaluation, we are not going to say that you get 10 marks out of say 20 or something. It's going to be a very intensive evaluation. So at the end of internship, so all teams will be asked to make a presentation on their work along with the submission of the detailed project report and regular progress log files by individual members. And this evaluation will be based on the submitted report, regular progress log files by individual members, and presentation in front of experts from partner industries like who are sitting right now, and from academia as well, and from other team members, as well as all the applicants who could not join, who could not get shortlisted. They will also be part of the evaluation. So we are expecting at least 20 to 25,000 applications in this program, and everything is going to be on online platform. And we believe that the knowledge the 100 students that they are going to gain when they disperse this knowledge in this evaluation session to students who could not get shortlisted, that's going to be benefit to lot of students later. And then so one team for every project will be announced winner based on this evaluation. And then the award and recognition, like all members of the winning team will be offered paid internship for the duration of 6 months after this 2-month internship, which they can come according to their schedule and convenience. And then winning team will also be offered a travel and stay for a short duration to come to IIT Ropar and explore the possibility of future collaboration and meeting with mentor faculty members. And also the 5 out of 10 winning teams will be supported probably by a seed grant of around 10 lakhs for running a startup. And and if this document anyway will be shared, if you can see the list of projects that we have zeroed down in this particular internship carnival, they really like they tackle really advanced topics in agriculture, and if we believe that if they are able, students are able to deliver in these projects, the agriculture sector or the water domain in India is going to have a lot of benefit out of this. So yeah, so we are going to work on, the students are going to work on projects like electric vehicles and robotics for agriculture, even in fisheries, post harvest management, and then urban farming, cold chain management in rural settings, and then food processing, precision agriculture, hydrogen-based self-reliant rural India. This is an interesting topic that they can work on. And then food and public distribution and fertilizer. So these 10 topics, now you can see that what Pushinder already mentioned, these are selected based on extensive meetings with the farm sector, or the issues that we see in the agriculture domain or in the rural India. So yeah, so we believe that these 10 projects are going very interesting, and then the student team will be able to deliver in the next 2 months. And here I just want to give acknowledgements to our Carnival partner, everyone who are present here and who are not even present here. I really thank all of you to give such an intensive support. Thank you, Pritinder. I'm done.
Thank you, Dr. Mahajan, for the insight in this program. This is a wonderful program, and it's first of its kind in the nation, what I believe. And I really think it will be a big hit. Now, moving further, we would like to welcome our industry partners, and we would like to have their impressions on this, on the launch of this online internship carnival. So first, I would like to welcome and request Mr. Tanuj Mittal, who is Director, Customer Process Experience, Dassault Systems India. Mr. Tanuj Mittal is the Director for Customer Process Experience Engagement Channel in India. He was appointed to this role in January 2021. In his current role, he is responsible for the overall growth of this engagement channel in India. This channel works for customer delight and value creation in collaboration with value-added resellers and leverage 3D experience platform to engage and build lasting relationships with customers and users. Prior to this, Mr. Mittal was responsible for driving strategy and revenue for new domain and new markets like energy and materials, mining, life sciences, and manufacturing, which are strategic for the long-term growth of Dassault Systems in India. He joined Dassault Systems in 2010 and have since taken up various regional and national roles before taking up the current assignment. Overall, he has been working for the past 25 years in various local and global organizations in technology and sales function. He's a mechanical engineer and holds master degree in business management. So, Tanuj sir, we welcome you here on this platform, and I really request you to please share a few words on this.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot for this opportunity, and thanks a lot to Dr. Mahajan and Professor Ahuja for providing us this opportunity to get associated. We are very glad, very keen to partner with IIT Ropar in this endeavor. And I hope whatever contribution we bring in, it will be very useful for the student and industry in general. So I have a small presentation. If you allow me, I will walk you through in the next 5-7 minutes.
Sure.
Okay, so here we go. In next 5-7 minutes, it will be my endeavor to walk you through who we are, what we do, and what is that we can do together for students and industry.
Okay.
So as an organization, our mission is to create a virtual universe which will provide an opportunity to people to do sustainable innovation. Earlier days, everything was physically done in order to experimentation, but that takes a lot of time, resource, and money to reach anywhere. But imagine a situation when almost near life virtual space is available for us to experiment across the industry, across the domain, and that is the value which we bring on to the table. As an organization, we have about 20,000 passionate people. We are present in all major economies. Some 140 nationalities work for us. We have 69 global R&D setups across the world. As an organization, we are long-term driven, a scientific company where the majority stakeholding is there with Dassault Group only, which means that for us to take decisions, we don't have to depend on external factors. We also have 12,600 partners across the globe who work very closely with us to bring this technology to our customers and partners. And then together we have been serving more than 270,000 customers so far. These customers are distributed in 11 industry segments in 140 countries. And the core of our offering is 3D experience platform, wherein the value to the customer is delivered. Now, what is the ambition we have in terms of defining the workforce of the future, starting from working with academia and seeing to it that whatever innovation and learning is made in this space, it translates into action and products and services down the line. So our endeavor is to provide the right skill to foster employability for the students. Our endeavor is also to reveal the job of the futures. And you will agree with me that every year, some of the job in the market gets redundant, and with the advent of technology every day, new jobs are getting created. So it is our endeavor to bring this knowledge upfront to the academia and students so that they can plan their future accordingly. We also would like to support the younger generation who wants to become makers or the innovators. And then lastly, but very important, is to bring in the strong industry connect we have because of our last 40 years of being in industry for the benefit of student and academia. Now, if you see around today, the most talked about industry domains or application areas is around smart cities, autonomous systems, personalized health, renewable energy, etc. But then no more these domains are working in silos. The technology and the application areas are across these domains. For example, virtual twin, you will find application in smart cities as well as in autonomous systems. Material science is equally applicable for renewable energy as well as smart factory, and so on. So the idea is to make student and academia familiar with these domains so that when they serve a particular industry, they can leverage the technology available in these domains. So we have something called 3D Experience Education Hub, which is a knowledge repository. And this is what is available for academia in general, wherein they can acquire information and knowledge about these domains. What we propose for this initiative at IIT Ropar is to provide our 3D experience platform for idea management. All these teams and students will be working together to come up with a lot of innovative proposals. So how this idea, starting from the point where it comes to the mind and eventually it progress towards the idea life cycle management. Each stage, multiple people collaborate with each other, put their comments, give their suggestion, track the progress of the idea. So this can be easily done and monitored on our 3D experience platform. And this is what we have proposed for IIT Ropar to leverage. In addition to that, there are three distinct areas wherein we want to work with you. First is, of course, know-how and knowledge. For the last 40 years, we have been working with these 11 industry segments, including agriculture and water, what you have highlighted. So as an organization, we carry a lot of knowledge with us. We would want to share this knowledge and technology for the benefit of students and industry. That is point one. Second, we would want to offer the business and industrial network, which we have developed all these years, so that students get connected to the relevant industry, learn from them, work with them, try their ideas and brainstorm to come up with something which is really useful for the citizens. And the last one is marketing and communication, where whatever good work we all are doing together, we can support in terms of highlighting it to the larger audience. So for this, you will see on the screen, we have a ideation and data lab, we have a fabrication lab, we have an innovation lab, we have immersive and design lab. All these labs globally in different locations are available for the students of IIT Ropar to leverage. So that is what we thought we will share with you. And with this, I hand it back to you, sir.
Yeah, Pratinder.
Thank you, Mr. Mittal. Thank you so much for giving an insight about your organization and how you are leveraging your resources for IIT students, not only IIT students, but for the students who are going to get benefit from this online internship carnival. Thank you so much for your association. Moving further, I would like to welcome and request Mr. Amit Agrawal, Director Technical ANSYS India, to give impressions about this online internship carnival. In his earlier role, Mr. Amit was in an industry-focused technical team at Fluent in and South Asia. He has worked closely with key academia, private and government, and multinational across industries in it. With bachelor's in everything from IIT Bombay, Amit has been with 24 years. Started his career with the former Fluent organization. I request Mr. Amit to please say a few words about this and give your answer. All to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Professor Mahajan and organizers for this unique internship initiative. It's quite inspiring when I heard how you came about with this online internship initiative, where not just 50 but hundred thousands of students are getting exposure to online internships. And thanks a lot for giving us this opportunity to be partner and also speak at this carnival. With the theme of technovations in the domain of agriculture and water. I would take a few minutes to go through the role of simulation in academia since it's focused on students, our academic program, some of the aids in terms of training courses, learning forum, and then our specific program for the online internship carnival. So to start off, as we all know, our students today are tomorrow's engineers, researchers, and entrepreneurs. We have seen engineering simulation benefit students across STEM, undergraduate, postgraduate programs. And we have seen simulation having a significant role in teaching by helping students visualize and learn complex physics concepts which are taught in theory classes through practice problems and examples on computer, which in turn has motivated students for continued interest in engineering. Many of them have stayed back because of that excitement. And last, very important aspect is some of the world's most important research, especially the fundamental research, is done on campus. And the future generation of engineers, they need to come out with experience and expertise using all sorts of state-of-the-art simulation tools, which in turn also saves employers on training and lost productivity. As far as applications of engineering simulation go, they are wide across, right from mechanical, aerospace, civil, chemical, biomedical, to all the way to electrical, electronics, and communications. And we have seen through this carnival that we are talking about, while on one hand we talk about industry as agriculture and water, it is nicely blended with state-of-the-art initiatives like IoT, electrification, and so on. And that is kind of need of the hour, which we see in both academia and industry. A few words about ANSYS. As many of you know, for past 50 years, engineering simulation has been a bread and butter for ANSYS. We have been leading this field of engineering simulation across major physics, right from fluid dynamics, structural mechanics, electromagnetics, to semiconductors, and recently on mission critical embedded software, optics, materials, with solutions right from components to system of systems and mission level. While I spoke about the various physics, for past decade, there has been a lot of focus on helping industry and academia address technology disruptions in the area of electrification, 5G, autonomous, smart connected products, healthcare, and additive manufacturing. Many of these concepts we will see in the online carnival. And I think this blends very well with what we hear from industry. The demand for trained graduates with engineering simulation skills continues to rise. And that's where I think we have a role to play to enable students to be more industry ready. Now, coming to, before I touch on the program, what aids we provide for students who want to use simulation in their projects. First is our ANSYS innovation courses. Engineering students can learn the fundamentals of physics through these free online innovation courses, which have been recently added. The beauty of these courses is they start with a short introduction and in fact quite a good treatment of fundamentals first, and those fundamentals are taught and then illustrated through videos and examples. And we have seen many of our colleagues and customers across industry who come from, for example, mechanical background, learning electrical electronics through these online courses and vice versa. So these are very modern, easy to pick video-based learning methods. In addition, it is augmented by a learning forum where students can go and discuss their actual problems with peers from academia as well as experts from industry. It's like in any online forum, and we have our ANSYS experts as well, and they could search a topic and get help. And then there are resources on YouTube, which are available, and these resources help students throughout application of simulation to their projects. So this is from the resource, the training perspective. From a tools perspective, we provide free software products for projects. These ANSYS student products are freely downloadable for any student. They could do their classwork, homework, projects, competitions, and so on. And they provide range of physics for problem sizes suitable for students. So while I spoke about very many tool sets, I also want to share that student competitions, internships have been with us for a long duration of time. We've been associated with university-based student teams participating in competitions like Baha, Supra, Pifan, Formula SA, Solar Challenge, Electronic Design Competition, SpaceX Hyperloop, Racing LOS, Human Powered Vehicle Challenge, and many more. It is always a pleasure to be part of such competitions and to help do our bit for enabling young engineers. Now coming to competition, which we have, let me start by saying we are very proud of our relationship with IIT Ropar. We work closely with a group of volunteers led by Professor Dheeraj Mahajan at IIT Ropar in the design and simulation of negative pressure room for isolation ward. This was a very, very pertinent project a year back, which helped in designing of safer pressure rooms, isolation wards for patients of COVID. We have been proud to be associated with that. We look forward to training this collaboration to next level. As a support to this initiative led by our, we are partnering in the execution of the internship carnival. I'll take a minute to share how we plan to be partner in this. We would start with showcasing the length and breadth of our simulations, which can be performed with ANSYS tools and technologies. This showcase can help you judge which part of those 8 to 10 topics which you saw you would like to use engineering simulation. And that would be the first step. And this overview showcase will be followed by training through predefined learning paths and free innovation courses on our online forum, which are mapped to different physics. So we start with a showcase, expose you to different learning courses and tool sets, and support will be provided through online learning forums and through ANSYS certified engineers. At the end, I just would like to summarize by saying it's a pleasure and honor for us to be part of this carnival. And our attempt would be to ensure that students leave the carnival with real-world experience, valuable skills, leveraging simulation that are sought out by many industries. Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you, Mr. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Agarwal. Thank you, Mr. Agarwal, for giving the limitless possibilities to the budding engineers, the power to see how ANSYS can help them to achieve their goals in future towards technology. Now, moving further, I really request and welcome Dr. Dhruv Chandel, who is Senior Engineer Education Team, MATLAB. Dr. Dhruv Chandel is a Senior Engineer with the Education Team at MathWorks, the creators of MATLAB and Simulink. He is based out of New Delhi and works with top universities across India to support the adoption of computational thinking and model-based design in teaching and research. Mr. Dhruv has over 8 years of experience in multi-domain modeling and simulation, design, robotics, artificial intelligence, and embedded programming. He has previously worked as a researcher in academia as well as in industry, including 4 years with a startup renewable energy company on bringing a prototype wave energy converter device to the commercial stage. Mr. Dhruv earned his master's and PhD degrees in mechanical engineering from the University of Bath, UK. I welcome you, Mr. Dhruv, and I really would like that if you please can give little impressions on this online internship carnival. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Professor Ahuja, Dr. Mahajan, and others for inviting me. A big thank you to all the industry partners as well, our colleagues from industry, for giving us an overview of their level of support. I'm pleased to see Mr. Jigar here. We have collaborated before inviting him. So nice to see you. So as mentioned, I'm representing the MathWorks. We are the creators of MATLAB and Simulink, which are two of the most commonly used tools across engineering and science. They're used by more than 90,000 industrial partners, government organizations, universities, etc. Most of our biggest customers come from areas such as aerospace engineering, automotive engineering, the energy sector, communications, etc. But of course, we are very happy to support all the students who are interested in exploring these new areas, agriculture being one of them. And we would, of course, be very happy to support all the innovation possible in these areas. So in terms of what industries look for in new students, I can say someone from industry and someone who's working with a lot of these companies. What we like to see are more concepts, breadth as well as depth. And not only that, we also want to see the skill with computational tools. So it's not enough they can just solve equations on the board. It's also important that they can get a computer to solve the equations for them. And come up with relevant designs to solve real-world problems. So that's something which the industry is very focused on now. And these hands-on skills are definitely very, very valuable as time goes on. Another thing which we look for is experience with complete projects. So not just silos of theory, as has been mentioned, but getting all the way from the design stage to simulation to the product stage, including the marketing, including the patents, etc. And one more part which is neglected, we feel sometimes, is the soft skills. So working with the team, communicating, all these things definitely add a lot to the skills. So we're very happy to see the internship carnival is fostering and nurturing all these skills, and we'll be very happy to support in any way possible. In specific points that we've already agreed with Professor Mahajan on, so at the beginning, we would like to deliver a one-day tutorial session for the students, just to show them various capacities of what can be done using MATLAB and Simulink, how they should start approaching a problem for the design stage, what are the factors to keep in mind, etc. etc. All the licenses for this will be provided complimentary. IIT Ropar already has a campus-wide license, so that can just be arranged without any problems. And experts from MathWorks will be around, so I'll definitely be around to support the students if they want to have a phone call at any point. Or a video call to discuss their designs or work on specific problems, we'll be happy to support that. And we'll also share on social media and try to promote this as much as possible. So that was just a brief summary of what we're planning. And thank you so much. Very glad to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Dhruv. I think MathWorks is already accelerating the pace of engineering and science. So thank you so much for sharing. Now, moving further, I would really like to welcome and request Mr. Jigar Halani. He is Director of the Enterprise Solutions Architecture and Engineering Team at NVIDIA South Asia. He's a versatile professional with 17+ years of experience in HPC, big data, AI, infrastructure background encompassing operations, business system design, implementation, analysis, and process improvement in dynamic and challenging environments. Recognized for outstanding contributions at Wipro previously, where he was heading Wipro's HPC and Big Data practice for Indian region. He got awarded as the best technical manager by Mr. Azim Premji in 2017. His interests are in parallel computing, parallel file system, large infrastructure HPC, big data, AI cluster solutions. Mr. Jigar is on the steering committee of HIPC conference, where he volunteered for 10 plus years in building the biggest community of HPC professionals. Mr. Jigar graduated with a BTech in computer science in 2005. So I request Mr. Jigar Hilani ji to please share a few words on this online internship carnival. Thank you, and all to you, Mr. Jigar Hilani ji. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Can you hear me well?
Yeah.
Great. So good afternoon all. Firstly, I hope all of you are safe, healthy, your friends, family, everybody is safe and healthy. It's a wave 2 going on. I'm sure it's a tough time, but we are all cracking through it, and I'm sure we will go through it very soon. So firstly, many thanks for incorporating NVIDIA part of this particular journey. I feel proud, along with my colleague who is with me in this call, Niti Raj, who leads the country for all the IITs as a business. You know, many reasons why I said that particular statement, because the topic that IIT Ropar has chosen, not just because of the region that you guys belong to, but you are taking R&D of the 50% of India's skilled population, which is contributing to 16% of India's GDP. So it's a big responsibility, trust me. When ICPS project got formulated, I still remember last year beginning or slightly ahead of that, a lot of topics were discussed. And probably the first topic which was there in mind, which as usual comes in Indian scenario, is the farming and anything to do with pharma essentially, right? And I'm so proud to say that IIT Ropar has selected it, and NVIDIA is part of this particular journey already, as we have some collaborations taken in place. Quick introduction, NVIDIA, I think we are very well known for our graphics, visualization, that we have known for past 27 years since the company's inception days. Eventually migrated towards something known as large-scale simulation problem statement solving on these accelerated computing, what we call it as GPUs, right? And finally, the destiny seems to be something very, very interesting to us last 7 years, where the world of AI is something which has accepted NVIDIA GPUs as a de facto standard of doing the computing for their day-to-day journey. So it's amazing time for us, for the country, I'm sure. That's because more than 5,000 plus startup ecosystem across the world, and about 1,600 startups in AI in the country are doing AI. Over 1 lakh plus jobs are there as we speak today morning on LinkedIn job page, and it talks a lot, right, when we talk about AI. So which means the growth in any of these segments that we talk about, and NVIDIA largely bucketizes them into 17 different verticals. Everybody's talking about AI. And I'm so delighted that NVIDIA has chosen me, Niti, and many of our colleagues to help the country build this journey at a rapid pace. I'm sorry, there was a jet plane which keeps going. Sorry about that. I can't stop it. So, coming back to the core question of this, internship, pretty unique, I must say this. We have been mentoring many internship programs across IITs and tier 1 institutes, but I call this as a very, very unique structure. The reason behind that is I was going through the documentation. It calls out for 20 teams, 4 different people from 4 different streams. You are trying to truly create a startup environment, giving different domain people coming together and trying to solve a particular problem.
Jigar, it is 5, not 4.
5, my bad, sorry, yes. So 5 different people coming from 5 different domains, possibly, trying to solve one particular problem. It's going to be pretty unique. I'm very confident about it. It's a true startup culture that we are trying to build in. It itself speaks a lot that the thought process has gone well behind it. There seems to be a lot of good problems that you want to solve. It's quite visible from the presentation that we all have put of it. How will NVIDIA will help? Let me keep it very simple. IIT Ropar already has the infrastructure that they have procured it about a month and a half back. Close to about 100 people simultaneously can work on that particular infrastructure. Taking advantage of all 3 presenters who just spoke, recently, which is Ansys, Abacus, and MATLAB. All three of them, most of their modules works on GPU as well. And you could do a lot to do with data science, machine learning, deep learning, and the inferencing as well on top of it, right? So I typically bucketize these structure into 2, 3, starting from your conceptual stuff, which I think IIT Ropar has already been, looking at around, to making the data availability happen and solving that particular problem and looking at it how this deployment and marketability is going to take place. In my view, NVIDIA is perfectly blend into this ecosystem. The reason behind that is Team India at NVIDIA is well aligned already with these ecosystem and structure with multiple other institutes and startup ecosystem across the country as well. We have about 500 startups in the country who are into our Inception program. We coach them on a daily basis, yearly basis. We help them with a lot of infrastructure and the guidance, and look forward to extending similar things to IIT Ropar as well. So over to you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hilani. It was really nice.
So, Pritinder, hi, Pritinder. Sorry,
yes,
I just wanted to add something which was not there in the profile of Jigar. He's
yes,
also the member of our hub governing board. So we are in some way, let's say, very well
Glad to be part of it,
related.
Sir.
Yeah. Thanks, Jigar. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Hilani, and you are already a part of. So, thank you so much for being our family. Now, moving further, we have Professor Harpreet Singh. He is Dean Industrial Consultancy Sponsored Research and Industry Interaction, IIT Ropar. Professor Harpreet has received Young Scientist Award, Career Award for Young Teachers, and Maharashtra Award for Outstanding Research Work by Teachers of Engineering Colleges. To his credit, he has completed several CSIR, DST, and AICTE sponsored projects. He has authored more than 60 papers in international and national journals and conference proceedings, and has attended conferences in USA, Canada, Netherlands, and South Korea. So, sir, we welcome you on this platform, and we request your impressions on this online internship carnival. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Pritinder. I hope I am audible here. So,
yes.
ladies and gentlemen, it's really a pleasure to be here in this launch of our online internship carnival, which is an excellent effort, I would say, initiative conceived by some of our young colleagues like Shvinder and Dheeraj. And of course, we have a full team of CDCRC, which is Career Development and Corporate Relations Center at IIT Ropar. So it's like a need of the hour, as some of the other speakers has also told this. So especially when we talk about Industry 4.0, where we need a lot of interdisciplinary kind of people, and where we know that it will be more like your brain power or your design thinking or your analysis capabilities which will matter, not the work laxity or something like that. So in that context, this is a perfectly planned carnival or internship program. And of course, I really feel grateful to the industry actually for coming forward, trusting our this young institute. I know I joined here as the first faculty in this institute. Of course, Dheeraj is all now, Dheeraj, Shvinder, all this institute, and we know how much we were striving to have hand holding or collaboration with the industry. And I am happy that this is coming up nicely for the last 3-4 years, and due to which not only they are benefiting in terms of industry consultants, but we call we are now touching something like 15 crore, and not only that, even in sponsored search also, industry is helping us a lot. Because now, as we all know, India is emphasizing more on applied research, which is again kind of need of the hour, because we want to develop our own technologies. In that context, the participation from industries are always thought of by the funding agencies, the government funding agencies. And there again, with the help of industry in several projects, could pass something like 25 crores so far in this institute. So this all, as I said, I really feel obliged and to the industry, especially people who are here today. And of course, there are several other industries which we could connect. So in this, I would say, if we talk particularly about this industrial relations, we have done some, good work during the last 3-4 years, and which is giving kind of fruits now. But as we see, we have a lot of more potential. Of course, we could develop a lot of good relations, but now it's time to reap the fruits. And this internship program is actually an example that how this relationship can bring something of value on the table. So our young people, our young interns will definitely get benefited from this program. That I'm sure. It's like not only giving them the fundamental knowledge, but also giving them the sense of working with industry on real life projects, and which can, I'm sure some of these guys will definitely go for startups and uh, because program is so nicely planned, and I know execution will also be done professionally, because in addition to my industrial friends here, I'm also confident about my colleagues at IIT Ropar, which are very professional in their approach to execute this program. So that is a thought process here from my side. What I see, what I dream is that India has good chance again, because this is industry 4.0 is something where human brains will be valued more than the hardware part of it. So we have the scope now. Quite often we used to say that we don't have that big machines or big things, but future we will have the value of this brain, and brain in terms of designing new products, innovative products, designing things with economy and so on. Because once these are designed, they will be manufactured anyway by automatic machines. So there I see a lot of potential in Indian students, provided they are given very good hand holding by the industry. So we can really take a leap frog in this domain of industry 4.0, which will make us a kind of developed country very soon. Industry's role is again important because one side we can develop products, but at the same time we also need your support to hand over our even students who are having good startup ideas. Actually, we have technology business incubator at IIT Ropar, and quite often this is where we need some kind of more hand holding from you people. Probably once the time is good, we want that industry friends should meet our incubatees, young incubatees, and handhold them. Maybe invest in their startups to come up nicely, because these students they have a lot of enthu actually, and they have their eyes are full of dream, and of course they have the capability, this brain power also. So you guys can really help us in that. Uh, domain as well. So that once again, I'm really thankful to our industry friends for extending the support to this program, and definitely we will make it successful. From IIT side, I can assure that this deanship is directly related to this internship program from IIT Ropar side. Of course, one side is TIH, which is Technology Innovation Hub, which itself is a Section 8 company that is there. But from IIT side, through CDCRC, we are always available. Whatever support is needed, we are happy, or we will be more than happy to extend any kind of support to make this program a big success. And I hope this program will not be one-time kind of program, rather it will become annual event, and one of the most successful internship programs in India, and of course of the world one day. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your valuable words and your trust in your team. Of course, definitely the team will prove its best to organize and to bring this program to a big success. Now, the most awaited moment is there. I really would like to request our Honorable Director, Professor Rajiv Ahuja. Professor Rajiv Ahuja has joined in IIT Ropar as the new director in April 2021. Professor Rajiv Ahuja is a professor of computational material science at Uppsala University, Sweden. He is one of the most highly cited researchers in Sweden. He has done his PhD from IIT Roorkee in India in 1992. The same year, he has joined Uppsala University as postdoctoral fellow. He became assistant professor in 1996, associate professor in 2002, and science professor in 2007. His main area of interest is computational material science with focus on energy such as batteries, hydrogen storage and production, sensors, as well as high pressure physics. He has published 975 scientific papers in peer-reviewed journals with H-index of 85, I-10 index, and more than 33,600 citations, of which more than 100 are in high-profile journals like Science, Nature, Nature Materials, PNAS, etc. Professor Ahuja has supervised 30 PhD students, more than 35 postdocs, and he regularly acts as a reviewer for several international funding agencies. Sir, we welcome you on this platform and we really request you to launch this carnival with your wishes and blessings. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Pratinder, for a introduction, such introduction, and Pushpendra and all the team from IIT Ropar to inviting me for this special occasion. And I am happy to see that we are always talking when we are talking to the industry, especially in India, because in Sweden, industry and academia work very closely. But now I can see that you have a 5-6 company on your platform. So it's nice to see that. And that was our discussion. The Indian companies not collaborate with the Indian Academy. So, but I think I don't need to say right now that when I'm seeing so many companies are already on this platform. And other thing is because everybody has introduced their company. So I don't think that IIT Ropar need an introduction and not only India, even abroad. So IIT is a well-established brand, and which everybody knows about it, and each country know about it. What does IIT mean? And so when government of India set up those new IITs after the 5 main IITs just after independence, and nowadays we call like IIT, like IIT Ropar, we call second generation IITs. But I am not in favor of that for the second generation. I want to say we are a new generation IIT. We are IIT which represent the young India, because if you look at the population-wise, the average age is population is around 35 years. And fortunately, the average age of faculty in our institute is also 37 years. So we are the young people. And one example, you can see that this project is brought to the IIT Ropar by our young colleagues. So like Pushpendra, so who are in the start of their career, and they bring such a innovative idea and which they can apply to the agriculture and water resources management. So this is one of the future in India, because food you need anytime. You cannot deny so you need food for every day. You can live without maybe without car, but you cannot live without food. So, and the water we can say that that's a future. Water technology is a future. When we talk about energy, is a future. And we should not forget that water is even more precious than energy. So we have to. And this our project is covering both of these two areas. And now today that we are going to launch this carnival of internship within Awadh. So it's really a proud moment for us, actually, especially for a young IIT like Ropar, and that we are going forward, and with the base in IIT Ropar and with the base of the young generation people or young generation IITs. So, and I have seen that your program, and then there was one of the project was on the hydrogen, and hydrogen for rural India, and that's a very good project. And I'm not sure whether you're aware, and now Europe want to go for hydrogen also for future. So hydrogen is an important part of the energy in its near future, and it's a well-chosen topic, and this is also close to our heart, also for my heart also. We are working a lot on hydrogen and hydrogen for mobile application and hydrogen for stationary application and things like that. So I will not take much more time, and then I would like to congratulate all of you, and especially our young team from IIT Ropar, and for achieving such a level, and especially in the area which is coming up, which we call the cyber physical system. And when we all talk about AI or machine learning or big data, this is one of the hot topic, and this is one of the future in coming years, not only in India, but in all over the world. So with that, I would like to conclude. And then I will also like to mention that since I was living almost 30 years in Sweden, so now I see that I made the right choice to join as a director of IIT Ropar. So this will give me, if it lasts 1 month I'm here, so I see that how much potential we have in India, especially in IIT Ropar, in terms of the young faculty. So with that, I will close here, and I will like to launch this Awadh internship carnival. And as Professor Harpreet already mentioned, this will be not only a one-time event, and this will be happen every year on a regular basis. So once again, I congratulate, and I launched this internship program. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for giving us this impression that we people definitely would like to take this to a next level. And now, sir, we are at the close of this this launch. But last but not the least, sir, we have Professor P.K. Raina. He is professor from Department of Physics. He is a theoretical nuclear physicist and neutrino physicist. Sir, I really would like that you kindly give your closing remarks on this online internship carnival. We shall be highly thankful to you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. All to you, Professor Raina.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay. So, good afternoon, everybody. And I have seen this IIT Ropar grow from 2010 onwards. Then we hardly had roughly a dozen of people in the dozen of faculty members in the campus, students, and there were very few people like me. Mostly, we had people like Dheeraj, Harpreet, and other younger colleagues. It has been a very exciting time, hard time, very pleasant time, but interestingly, we have traveled through this journey of 10 years, and we have been able to come to this level. As the Director, Professor Ahuja, has rightly said, that we should not call it second generation, rather we should call it young generation IIT. And so those things are very clearly reflected through programs like we have today. So it is really very exciting that special purpose of this new young IIT generation, which were created to serve the regional, national demands, as well as come up with the latest changing skills and developments in technological sector. So I'm really very happy and pleased to see that IIT Ropar, which has been doing very well from its very inception, and collective efforts of all the young people have been taking it from one stage to another stage. And for last few years, since we shifted to main campus, this technology business incubation center was one of the new things which have been established in main campus. And with the coming of this mission project, which Dr. Pushpin has been able to actually get after a fierce competition at national level, I really feel and I must congratulate whole IIT team and I must also congratulate our new director, Professor Ahuja, that he has actually received this as a first gift after entering the IIT Ropar, and which have lots of future ambitions, not only to this region but to the whole nation, as well as our technology business incubation, which would also be able to see very fast and accelerated growth into what we call now into the phase of accelerators, and these would be actually affecting the growth in the region very fast. In this, I would like to close by saying that these industry partners who have leveraged their specialized resources for this this carnival for training, developing skills, and satisfying the innovative urge of the coming new generation of this country. And I believe through the group activities and creating the brainstorming session or this critical learning and coming up with some very innovative products, which is the aim of this our project. So I wish all the success to this project, and also thank you all for being part of this system. So with this, I would like to thank and close from my side.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your valuable words. And I, on behalf of my office and thanking Avadh for giving me opportunity to host this launch today. And I really thank IIT fraternity and our special guests today who are with us since the beginning of this launch. I equally thank our director, worthy director, who has given a chance to us to start this launch. And Professor Raina, Professor Harpreet, everyone who is here on this launch. I really thank everyone for having this, this show today. Thank you so much. So all to you, Professor Dheeraj and Professor Pushpinder ji. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So for our social media, may I request everyone to switch on their camera so that we can click a online picture?
Yes, sir.
If possible, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So I'm just going to have a print screen, and everybody will be captured now. Smile, please. Smile, please. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for being with us for this whole launch. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you, sir. Thank you.
Bye.